So, a lightning fast recap before we get into the oh so much fun. Last time, you guys were found essentially by Celeste from the council, who wanted to check that you knew how to take proper care of Hugo. She gave you some
I
advice
can take
and some
care
help
of it.
in doing so, and you then decided to go to the library in Yelion to do some more research of your own. Which you did. You discovered quite a lot of information. Had a nice time, generally. Today. It was a library. What more can really be said? Oh yeah, Stix also bought a shed load of lemons.
I did.
Ah, yes.
It was great.
You left the city in the afternoon. Late in the afternoon, travelling for a few hours before coming across another watchtower to the north of the city with a single lone survivor. You learned that it was attacked and the rest of the garrison turned to stone. You then told them you would keep watch and they allow them to return to the city to bring reinforcements. In the night, the creature you now know to have been a hag returned and started to reanimate the people turned to stone, causing them, when Arwen fired upon her, to attack you back. During the fight, a Klari, hasted by Neo, tore up most of the battlefield and managed to catch up and kill the hag before she could escape or disappear in other methods as she had before. The Stonecursed were dispatched relatively quickly, however, not before both Stix and Neo were infected with this stone curse. Stix managed to eventually resist the effects. Neo, however, was not so strong and turned completely to stone. You then also, we need to row back on some of the things we did, as I didn't quite realise the strength capabilities and the weight capacity of a bag of holding, so we are going to pick things up rather than what you guys did, which was put him in the bag and Arwen transformed into a bear, ran back to the city. We're going to pick things up before that happened, with you guys having the knowledge that he's too heavy to put in the bag, and so you are outside the tower. Neo turned to stone. You guys all just catching your breath as this combat ends.
I have a new plan. Does anyone else have rope?
Yes.
Okay.
We're going to drag him by his feet.
No. Arwen,
Okay.
can you turn into an elk? Or some, like a horse? Or something?
Yes, I can turn into a horse.
Excellent. Because I'm thinking, if I summon Elvis, and you turn into a horse, and then I've got some rope. So 50 feet of rope. We essentially tie Neo between you and Elvis.
Mm-hmm.
So that, he is secure. And we walk back to town with you two like that. And yeah.
Are we just dragging him along the floor?
No. Like so he will be like suspended between you and...
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking some... What? Yeah. I mean, it's two pack animals. I feel like
the statue weighs approximately a ton.
Oh, fucking Neo.
Neo weighs approximately 100 kilos with armor and everything, and when you're petrified, your weight increases by times 10. So he now weighs 1,000 kilos.
New plan. We're going to wait till tomorrow morning when the soldiers come, and they're going to help us drag Neo back to town because we helped save this watchtower and the person within it. Maybe. Unless you can transform into anything slightly better.
Someone goes to town and gets someone that can heal them and bring them back here.
That also works.
That's a good plan.
I think that is, yeah, a much better plan. Okay.
Yes.
Who wants to go? I'm happy to, but
I mean, hold on. What's my fastest animal?
Well, fastest is probably either a direwolf or a horse.
How quick do they go?
A direwolf can go 50 feet around. A horse can go, I think, 60.
How do you spell dial? Dial. T-I. I don't think I can be a direwolf.
It's CR1.
Yeah, no, I can't. I think I can only go half.
yeah, because Luke can now only go CR1. So far.
Yeah, I need to wait until I'm level 8 until I can do 1. Horse is a H. A B C D E F G H. H.
Well, I'm not the only one who has to do that.
H.
I have to do it as well.
Hawk.
It might be under R for riding horse.
Oh, fuck.
W
A, C, D. Yeah, I'm just going to go page 24 and go backwards. Yeah, a wolf can go 40, boring.
I know for a fact a war horse is 60 feet. Well, a riding horse is 60 feet. And CR1
A
quarter.
war horse is 60 feet, so I'll just do that.
Okay.
Clip clop.
Arwen is now a horse.
Horse
Clip
would
clop. Hello.
us want to go with her.
Clip clop.
I'm going to say, if you wanted to go with her and I can look after Neo.
Maybe we're
I think I'll be alright on my own.
That one worry was if the giant comes.
I'll hide inside. The giant obviously can't come inside, can he? I can hide. I'm stealthy. I have proficiency in stealth, I'll have you know, and I can just bless myself if I hear him coming.
Bless will not help you with hiding.
No, guide myself. I can guide myself. Becomes. And
I'll
you can
guide
come
myself to a hiding
give
place.
advantage and give, and stuff. If you want, or, if we feel like, yeah, the giant might, or whatever, might stay here. But, I mean, he's a statue. Like, it's not like anything is going to move it.
Yeah, but then we could destroy him.
Then I'll tell him to fuck off.
Oh dear.
It's only a couple of hours. And I think it's more important.
I'm just thinking, if someone's gonna, one person's gonna say, maybe you should go with Arwen. Because I think you've got better persuasion and stuff than me. So you'd be more helpful talking to someone and Carrie would be better at hiding.
That's a good point.
Because I'm really bad at talking to people.
That is a good point.
Christmas time as well.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then I can go with, as long as it's quick.
So if you're riding on Arwen, then let's do that.
Yeah. Okay. Question.
Yes.
Do I have to be within range of Elvis for him to like be a thing? Can I like summon him and then go somewhere else? I think I have to be within a mile of him. That ringing
spell is Find Steed.
Steed with doesn't form, 5 or less, split concerned, serves you as a mount both in combat while mounted. Or Steed drops. Dismiss the Steed in either case. Spell again. While your Steed is within 1 mile of you, you can communicate with it telepathically. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about being further than that. It just means while it's within 1 mile of me, it can communicate with me telepathically.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to use Find Steed.
Okay, so you take 10 minutes to cast Find Steed.
And I'm going to summon Elvis. And I'm going to tell Elvis, very, very sternly now, look at him directly in the face. Elvis, protect Neo. I'm going to physically point his head towards the statue. And listen to her. I'm going to point his head now towards Klari. Be a good boy. Don't mess anything up. Listen to her. And then I'm going to get on Arwen's back and we can go. So now you have a buddy. If nothing else, someone to give you advantage in combat. I'm not entirely sure what advantage it might bring. There you go.
Oh, you look confused, sir.
You do look
I'm
confused.
just wondering where a set of notes has gone. It's fine.
Who needs notes? Wing it.
Okay, so you rush back to the city. Takes you between 45 minutes and an hour to do so.
No, never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
Oh, my new haste ability.
You arrive back in the city in pretty much the dead of night.
Ooh. By the way.
You sound like a pigeon. Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, you arrive in the large northern Rose district, which contains many large, fancy homes and mansions.
Indeed.
What
Venture.
do you like to do?
We need to find a healer.
Can you talk to me while I'm a horse?
Yes, he can talk to you, and you can understand him, but you cannot talk back to him.
What about with speak with animals?
You can't cast Speak with Animals while you're a horse.
No. If
What if I can't speak with animals?
yeah,
Yeah, that would work.
That would work, but I think
Okay.
it only lasts like a minute.
10
but
minutes?
I'm just thinking.
10 minutes.
I don't think I should turn back into Arwen if I'm going to need to bring everyone back quickly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a good
Just
point.
so.
I mean, how long does your wild shape last?
Good point. I think it's just until I
It has
say
a time
no
on
thank
it.
you. It does, and I don't have it on here. How long does one take?
I don't want to say
Oh.
it. Well,
Do you
I
use
feel
something
enough.
like your wisdom
An hour.
modifier or your
It's an
proficiency
hour.
bonus?
Oh,
An hour. Okay.
it says an hour on
I feel it's
the
longer
interwebs.
than that,
Oh wait, hold on.
'cause it's something
Oh,
like
at so 4th level,
your proficiency
remain for
times
2
the
hours.
number of hours or something like that.
2 hours, I think.
Two
What
hours.
level am I? I don't really.
I thought it was like an hour, and then for Moon Circle Druids, it's just sort of as long as they want.
You can stay in B state for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
Oh. What druid level are you?
4.
4.
2 hours, so it's enough to
But
get you
2 hours.
back to the city and spend a little bit of time there. But you know it wouldn't be enough to get you there,
Okay,
speak to people, and get back.
okay. I will become Arwen again then. And then I'll do another beast wild thing in a bit.
Okay?
I am Arwen again.
Okay.
Hello,
The
everyone.
two of you are in the dead of night in this very fancy northern district surrounded by large homes with their own sort of grounds and gardens spreading out. So they're very spread very far apart.
We need to find a healer of some sort.
Yes.
And very, very quickly. Is there anyone about where we can ask this question?
Make
Where-
a perception check.
No, wait. Perception check. If you want to make it, I'll give you advantage because I'm really shit on perception checks.
Ooh. What the fuck did I just do? Okay. Perception. I've only got a 1 in perception. No, I don't. I have 6. Sorry, I can't
Yeah.
read.
I only have 1. That'd be really bad. If
Okay.
One.
With advantage, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Stix is helping.
Boop.
I am indeed helping. Aha!
How exciting.
So you are in this kind of the safest area of the city. So just, this northern district. It's the furthest into the forest. And you spot that a couple of houses do have their own guards, it looks like, standing on gates and things like that to large estates. You could speak to if you wanted to.
Yes. I'll just sort of sprint up to one of them and say, hello, yes, we need a healer, like right away. Someone is in trouble outside the city in one of the watchtowers.
Right, you'll either want the garrison if the soldiers are injured, they have the medics there, or if it's serious, you'll need someone at the college, but you might struggle to rouse anyone at this hour.
Oh, I have a big voice. I can do it.
She can be very loud. Which one do we go to? Do we go to the college or do we try the garrison? Which one's closer?
I think go to the college, to be fair.
Yeah, probably.
So
Probably,
the college,
yeah.
you know, is attached to the library, or more accurately, the library is attached to the college, which is in the Petal district, the western district. The garrison is in the east district, so they are probably fairly equidistant.
Then the college. We shall
Otherwise, I don't think there'll be because there's already a guy going to the garrison. So
yeah, that's true. And they said they'll get there in the morning, so that's true. Okay.
yeah, we'll just go to college.
Case, yeah, let's go to the college, and we shall run.
Okay, so while you guys traverse, it'll take you again. You know, the city's quite large. It'll take you a little bit of time to traverse there. We will just quickly switch back to Klari. Is there anything you are doing, would like to be doing?
Feed Elvis some
Once again, he sort of takes it into his mouth and holds it there, and then when you're not looking, just sort of drops it back on the ground. But even still, like when you look back at him with some more grass, he's like,
That's so cute.
Okay, well, if you could
Yeah.
make a perception check for me while you and Elvis hang out outside.
you don't see the giant spear hurtling towards you.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, pretty good.
So, yeah, you keep a good eye on your surroundings. And fortunately, it seems, for at least for now, there's no sign of any giant or any other stone men or anything like that. Everyone seems to be quiet. So, switch back over. Unless there's if you want to make sort of preparations, maybe set up. If you want to try and set up anything or investigate the tower more, can
Yeah,
do.
if I say farms,
Yeah.
I don't think actually.
No, I don't think you've used spells today. So you've got 4 alarms.
Yeah, I was going to set 4 sort of like, so around the
Yeah.
perimeter.
Yeah, you set up 4 alarms. Okay. So, while Clary's doing that, Elvis is pretending to munch grass.
Yeah.
Stix and Arwen are racing their way across the city. It goes pretty swiftly. Oh, it's just like, Stix, what are you doing? You need to go.
I'm making it more dramatic.
Oh dear.
He's not going anywhere.
It's not that point.
Yes, no.
Rock on. So you rush across the city, and slowly the houses transition from these large family mansions to businesses and things like that. You know, smaller buildings, there are still houses here, more common-sized houses, the houses of the common folk and that sort of thing in this area. And eventually you make your way back to the library, arriving outside this big, incredibly large building with these, but the doors are all shut and locked tight. There's no sign of life within inside. When you try the door to the library, it's locked. Yeah, you guys are in the general vicinity of the college. There are quite a few of these sort of large buildings around.
Okay. Is there any that seem like people are still sort of awake or up? You know?
Perception check.
Oh boy. Let's have a look. Okay.
So you move through a number of them, and they all seem dead and quiet inside. Before, as you move around the edge of one, you catch a glimpse of a light glowing from one of the buildings.
We go.
Okay. Rushing over towards the building, you walk around the side to where the light is lighting up the trees on the other side, and you realise that a set of double doors have been thrown open. And as you walk around, you feel the heat wash across your faces, and you realise you've not stumbled across a medical facility, you've stumbled across some sort of large forge. And looking in, you can see that it's a very sort of long room with rows of benches, and along the sides of the walls there are tools and things. There are several forges in here, it seems, most of which, a proper forge never really goes completely quiet, have just sort of been banked and are low glowing coals, so that they can be easily stoked and brought back in the morning, whereas there is still one that is burning away. And you can hear now the peal of a hammer ringing in steel.
Yeah, just sort of run up to the guy and ask him where the medical facility place is.
Okay.
It is an emergency.
So you're right behind, and there's this slightly stocky elf wearing a leather apron, hair, like silver hair, tied back in a tight ponytail, high up on their head. And as you rush up, they put down this hammer, and you can see they're working on quite an elegant-looking silver sword that's beginning to take shape. And they put down their tools and pull like two big sort of rubber stoppers out of their ears. So like cock their head towards you.
Hello. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. Don't often see people around here this late.
No, you don't. I'd love to. I'd love to have a chat. How's your day and all that stuff. But we really don't have time. Someone's in grave danger, and we need a healer. Stat. Pronto. Por favor.
Okay. Well, this is not the place.
I understand this.
Who's in danger? Are you? I haven't seen you around here before. Are you students?
No, we are new to Yelion. However, we did some work helping out one of the guard towers just outside the city, repelling some stony invaders, and one of us seems to have been injured and unfortunately put under some petrification type situation. And we need to dispel this so we can move on. And he risked his life saving a thing that wasn't necessarily any of our right, so we feel like people should probably help. Where is the medical people? Who do we have to wake up?
Sorry, where did you say you came from? Outside the city?
Outside the city in one of the northern watchtowers.
I'd heard of some of the problems and rumours and some such, but I never thought to encounter it. Yes, you'll want the. If there's anyone still there, we can try the medical hall. What was your names, by the way?
Mine is Stix. And this is Arwen.
I'm Kola.
Excellent, Kolath. Let's walk and talk. Let's walk and talk.
Walk and talk. Walk and talk. Let's go. Walk and talk. Walk and talk.
Yes, well, I can't really allow you to walk around the campus so freely so late at night, but give me a moment to
Walk and talk.
deal with things here. And he like starts putting like tools down. He goes and like pulls like a big lever on the side of the forge, and like a large amount. You hear like a rushing sound, and a large amount of like sand is like deposited on it, and immediately you feel the heat sort of die down. And there's still like a soft sort of glow, but a lot of the like heat from this forge is banked down. And starts like sort of like undoing an apron, and as he leaves, he like grabs these two doors and pulls them shut and locks them with like a heavy padlock. It's like, this way. He gestures off. So where did you come from? If this is your first time in the city?
Well, when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much.
Or in some cases when they don't love each other very much, but you know, rich assholes. A bunch of shit happened, and then we, yeah.
So after trying and failing to make small talk, he just leads you across, past a few buildings, and you find one that has. It leads you to one that has a large, like pitched roof, and in like the apex of the roof there is, in a set of like green and white flowers, there is a big green circle with a white fiery cross in the middle of it. This is the medical building. At the college here we teach lots of herb law, medicinal things, as well as the sort of druid craft needed to heal and what have you. And he again pulls like off his belt a bunch of keys and unlocks the door, pushing it open. Leads you down a couple of corridors, and before pushing through into a large hall that has has a row of beds down each side. A couple of them have like woven sort of screens around them, and from one of them there is a small candlelight you can see glowing from behind a curtain, and you can hear the sound of soft voices.
What do they say?
As you walk through, there is the clop of your boots on the highly polished wooden floor. And at the sound of your footsteps, this curtain is pulled back, and a stern, sort of matronly looking woman appears. She's got a mask covering her face and is wearing a large coat and gloves. As he approaches, she says, "No one should be in here." And then it's like, "Koleth, what are you doing here? Who are these people?"
Hello. We are here to ask for some aid. One of our companions, a mighty paladin, unfortunately, has come into a bit of trouble during combat, fighting to reclaim or to defend a watchtower just north of here. Unfortunately, he was put under some sort of petrification effect, type thing, and we need him unpetrified. We need him fixed.
Yes, I've heard about these attacks. But so far, the soldiers have asked if there's anything we can be done to prevent it, and while I don't know what can be done to prevent it, they have never managed to keep a specimen long enough for anyone to try and undo it. How long ago did this happen?
Maybe an hour ago.
Yeah, maybe an hour or so ago.
Hour and a half.
Yeah.
Well, reports state that usually happens. The attacks usually happen during the day, and then they are reclaimed at night.
Ew.
I don't believe we've encountered too many cases of people being turned at night, but
well, yeah, we were on our way out to the city, and we offered our help to the watchtower, and unfortunately,
well, that is very good of you.
got attacked, got hurt.
Fortunately, I am with a patient at the moment. I cannot leave for too long. They need they need constant care at the moment. Coleth, go and wake up Maria. She should be capable enough to attempt something.
Attempt?
That's not filling
Doesn't
with
sound very...
but
Yeah.
whew.
Well, unfortunately, no one has yet had the chance to examine a specimen, but
He's not a specimen. He's my friend.
Maria has been with us for quite some time teaching, alongside myself. She should be... I must tend to Aldrich, but she should be practiced enough, provided you have necessary components for those sorts of things.
Do you know what kind of we might need?
Restoration generally requires diamond in one form or another.
Oh, we left the girl with all the money back. Fucking that. No, she doesn't have any money anymore. She sold it all for a dagger. Damn it. She didn't sell her money for a dagger. She did. The person sold the dagger for. Arwen, how
I
much?
mean, I can do well, no, I can do lesser restoration.
Did we try that?
No one tried anything.
No, I don't have any spell slots. Well, I was going to do Revivify, but I don't have 300 GP worth of gold. No, worth of diamonds.
I see. Well, I have 2 gold and 9 silver.
I have enough gold, I just need the diamonds.
Yeah, but the problem is, from what we learned about Revivify when we tried to do it on Neo, was that it brings someone back to life. I don't think he's dead, I just think he's turned to stone.
I want my friend back.
I mean, we can try it. We can certainly give it a go, but I don't think... In your experience, sorry, have you ever heard of anyone returning from petrification in any study, in anything before?
It has been known to happen, yes. There are certainly powerful restorative magics.
Restorative
We are
magics.
fairly confident, given the reports from the soldiers and the captains, that if we could get our hands on these people,
Friends.
we could undo this. However, as I say, we have not been able to get our hands on a person that has been turned to stone before it has been reanimated. And once it has been reanimated, we don't know how this occurs, then it seems much more difficult to restore the person to what they were.
Okay. Pardon me. Okay. So, what about if we...
Is that guy gone to get Mary or Maria or whatever?
No, he's still
Yeah.
waiting for... the
Go away! Go!
Go,
Kavran
get
Session.
Maria. Maria. Okay, so what if we got a cart and dragged Neo's ass back here?
No, we're dragging Maria's ass over there to restore him.
Well, by the way they're making it sound is like they're gonna need to like experiment with some stuff to get him back. Like they're not entirely 100% sure themselves, and I think it's safer if we bring him back here so they can take the proper time to do that, rather than them doing it in a place where we know things have attacked before.
Fine. Although we're gonna need another horse.
Don't worry, I have
No, you got Elvis.
I have an idea. I'm just going to lean in and very, very quietly and go, the secret ingredient is crime.
So what she was trying to do is that generally petrification can be cured, yes. But they have not had a chance to do that to anyone yet because they have all the people that get turned to stone have then been reanimated, and
I see.
while they've managed to capture one or two of these animated stone people, they have not found it is much more difficult to restore said animated stone back to a
Well,
regular person.
the lady's gone now, so it doesn't matter. It's all good. We killed her, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
she's gone.
I think Barry fucked her up pretty good.
Yeah, I was up in a tower doing not sure what. I didn't see anything.
Just chill. Okay, well, what if... Okay, so maybe we do bring someone over there then. And
Okay, we bring Maria, and then she
Maria.
can
as long as Maria is
can
strong,
do her woo, like on the like we could try and take him back, but while we're taking him back to this place, she can be like woo woo woo, and if he becomes fine on the way, we'll be like, cheers, see ya, we're good now.
Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. See if you can do it while there. If not, bring him back. Okay, in which case we're gonna need a thing to bring him back in, just in case.
As you said, crime.
Hey, I never said crime. I said grime.
Grime.
I'm big into that grime, yo. Say crime.
I can definitely imagine Stix listening to crime.
Big cart. We're gonna need a fucking big cart to carry a ton. But then, like, statues get taken all the time. Statues get delivered and taken places, and big boulders get taken places. We just need.
Yeah, all you need is like a small cart. We'll be fine.
I don't know, to carry... Oh, no, wait, no, to carry a ton. I was thinking of, like, those trucks. But...
I can't turn into a truck.
No, but, like, how trucks carry some fucking heavy shit. But yeah, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't think that's a ton. I think that that's like 10-ton trucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a cart or something like that would probably do it. And yeah, we could just have things pull the cart. Okay.
Do you have a cart, lady?
Like a medical cart, a body cart,
Oh,
corpse.
God.
They're often named.
Bring out your dead. Bring out your dead.
We do not have such a thing here in the medical center. Maybe one of the supply wagons, potentially.
Excellent, yes. Wait, no, Colas already gone to get Maria.
He has not yet gone to get. He's still waiting on the computer.
Bloody hell, boy!
Go get Maria, you fool!
Yeah, one of the
Did you bang in your head with the hammer?
Wagons might work.
Excellent. Then we shall go grab one of those. If that's
While
okay.
you get Maria.
Obviously, we'll bring it back, or it will get brought back.
Okay. Thank you. Petronella, you get back to Aldrich. How's he coming along? Well, he will have some scarring, but I'm hoping he'll pull through with a little bit of...
Now is not the time for chit-chat.
Not the time.
I mean, I'd like to know what the gossip is, but... Yeah, what's going on with Aldridge? But you need to leave, boy. Go.
Koloth pulls out his key and says, if you remember your way, head back to the workshops. Just round the other side, there is a small stables where we keep 3 horses. See if you can hitch one of them to a wagon. I will fetch Maria and meet you there. He hands you the keys.
Excellent. Thanks.
Thank
Now, how's Aldridge?
Is he old?
Koloth goes to leave and he's like, are you not leaving as well? And sort of turns to look at you because you're now not leaving.
Yes! I'm going. Go, man. Stop dilly-dallying.
No lollygagging.
Just looks at you with a look that says, "You're also doing."
You're going to get a sleeping human. I'm going to get a cart. Well, not human. You know what I mean.
Okay, go. We'll meet outside the college.
Yes. No. In the cart place.
Oh yeah. No, because if we'll bring the cart around so there's less for them to travel.
Okay. So why has Aldridge got scarring?
Well, see that it's too much business of yours, but one of his experiments backfired.
Experiments doing what?
Oh, he loves to empower his mixtures. He's quite the alchemist, or was the alchemist.
He's not dead, is he?
No, of course he's not dead.
Why do you use a past tense?
Well, it remains to be seen what state he'll be in.
Oh no, poor Aldridge.
He's currently managed to grow mushrooms all over himself.
That seems like something he should be getting checked out.
Yes,
Can I
hence-
see?
Yes,
I
hence.
wouldn't get too close. Some
Yeah.
of them are toxic.
That's. What the hell was he trying to do?
Well, we're hoping to find that out. Currently, I'm hoping there is a tongue underneath, but there is. And she like just pulls back the curtain.
Mushrooms
and
in
you can
his
see
mouth.
that, like there is this figure that is like covered in different sorts of fungal growth, and coming out of his mouth, like forcing his jaw
Oh.
open, is a very large mushroom.
So you need some
One like,
cream
side of
or
his
something.
chest, and a little bit of his face has been like cleared, and this like where the skin is underneath is really, like red and blistered.
Oh,
I hope they have some cream for that.
E45 it, mate. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but it'll be alright. It'll clear up soon. Okay, bye. I'm going to get a cart.
And you guys finish off. You find your way back easily enough, and indeed, sure enough, behind the building there is a small sort of courtyard with 3 stalls on one side. There is like an open building that holds like tack and reins and things like that, and saddles.
What's a tack?
Tack is like the bit, bridle, stirrups, all those sorts of things. A horse's tack.
Oh.
Just a word for surmising all of that.
The things you use to go, yeah!
Oh, okay, cool. Thanks.
Reins, bit, bridle, stirrup, saddle, all that stuff.
Yeah!
I got saddle. I know that's the bit you sit on.
Yes. Well done.
And a frog is on their feet.
I didn't know about a frog.
Frog?
I'm pretty sure that's what Hattie said in a quiz like 2 years ago.
Oh god, the Zoom quiz.
Something about a frog.
Dear lord.
Okay, well I'm convinced. So, you find 3 horses.
With frogs on their feet.
Excellent. Which one looks...
A black
Oh, I want that one.
White, like white bits around its feet, and there is like a light brown one.
Well, we're gonna need all 3, aren't we? So
Yes, yes, we do. Absolutely.
I shall cast
100%.
Speak with animals using my last first level spell slot.
I will also cast Speak with Animals just so I can hear what's going on.
Okay.
I'm just gonna like walk in and start clapping. Wake up, come on, you gotta drag us first.
No.
Yes, come on. And I'm just gonna start leading them out and round towards the cart and get them all set up.
Where are the apples? No.
Apples!
The apples will be. You'll get them when the job's done. You not know.
Who are you? Where's Will?
I'm Will.
Oh.
You're not Will. Will always brings me apples. Yeah, Will
Well-
always
Is there
brings
any-
apples.
Will is asleep
Yeah, you should be. Why aren't you asleep?
because things are in danger. People are in danger. This is your time to shine.
Time for apples. Time for...
Can I...
Are there any apples
Wait,
out?
do I have apples?
Investigation check.
I'll investigate.
Boom.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Stix, you do manage to find a section of food. There is like several bundles of hay. There are several bags of oats, and there is indeed a small sack of apples.
Okay, Arwen, you start feeding them apples while I get them set up on the thing.
Apples? Apples?
Just sort of
There we go.
almost like led by its nose, and then starts eating apples.
Here we go. You have apple. Now, you make us go the fast. Yes. Yeah.
Where are we going?
We are going north.
Who's going? And they sort of like you can see the horses are now sort of all looking at each other.
I mean, you all
All of you.
and us
Because I
too,
love you all.
and someone called Mariah.
Mariah.
But we won't
Set
all
you.
fit.
No, wait. There is a cart.
There is a cart, yes.
We will. Okay.
Sorry, do they think they're going to get on the cart?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
there is only space for one horse to be harnessed to
On the
this.
cart?
I see.
Okay, I'm going to hug one of them the whole way. So, like, you
Hold
know,
on a minute. Hold on. If there's only space for one, then we're never going to drag a 1-ton person in a cart with one horse.
that's fine. We'll just rope more spaces on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what we'll do. Okay, so we'll get this cart, and then we'll have. You know how like the reindeer are on Santa's sleigh?
That's what I was literally just about to say.
Boom! Great. Like, so we're gonna have the reindeer or the horses one in front of the other, and
Yes.
it's gonna work.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Plan.
Okay. There
Do any of
the
them have red
equipment
noses?
Here to make to harness horses in sequence like that. Normally
No, we'll just use rope.
special.
Yeah, I have rope.
Normally you need special equipment, specialized.
Yeah, but I don't know how to do any of that. But
But in
rope
this
works.
situation, JJ, I'm going to try and use rope. So I'm going to get each horse.
What I'm getting to is you're going to need to make a check.
I see. Okay.
To fashion something that is knotted and links the right way. Like, ordinarily, when you have these things in sequence, you have lines that run up the sides, and then in between the horses, there are also connecting joints as well.
Indeed.
We're gonna put the ropes on the foot holders of the saddles, so then they link.
Okay.
Boom.
See, I got it.
The
It's
whole
fine.
time you're
It's all
attempting
good.
this, it's just, I'm not sure this is right.
It's fine. It's fine, my
It's fine.
dude.
It's fine. We have got this.
It's about
You
that
guys.
time. Roll, both of you roll, or well, one of you or both of you roll dexterity sleight of hand.
How was your sleight of hand?
4.
Mine is 2. So
Excellent.
I'm wishing Klari came on this mission because I know her sleight of hand and we'd never fail.
Let's both do it, and then
Yeah, I'm all
Are you
saying
proficient in sleight of hand?
no.
absolutely not.
Okay, that's fine. Because I was going to say for this task, I wouldn't allow your proficiency to it because I don't think any of you are proficient
Oh no.
in lashing animals to.
Oh fuck! Please do better.
Well,
Do better.
well, there is a knot at least.
No, we
So
have knotted them all together, but I don't quite think it works.
at this point, Colette arrives back with a young-looking elven woman with dark hair. She seems to be carrying some sort of satchel with supplies in it. He's also changed his attire somewhat and is now wearing like a leather overcoat and things like that. And there's just a sort of general look of dismay on his face as he looks up and sees one horse is successfully tied to the cart in place. Another one is just sort of wandering off in one corner of the courtyard. It's got its head in the apple bag. And just has sort of like 2 long bits of rope just tied to its saddle and trailing on the ground. And the other one is you think is tied in place, and it looks like you've got 2 of them tied in sequence. But when Koleth appears, it just walks forwards and just completely unravels, and just like goes up and like nuzzles him.
We're making. Oh, I couldn't say without laughing. We are making progress.
What is going on here?
We are trying to get these horses tied together because we need, like, this cart. I mean, it's great and everything, but one horse isn't going to be enough to tie together to carry a 1-ton statue. I mean, I don't know if you guys haven't seen the guy we're taking. He's got a bit of weight on him because he's stumbling and everything. And one horse isn't going to be able to do this on a little cart.
I think you underestimate the pulling power of a horse, sir.
I was a bear and I couldn't do it.
And I had a fey elk and it couldn't do it either.
You couldn't carry it.
I guess, yeah, we couldn't carry it. No.
I couldn't carry it as a bear.
Yeah. In a cart, you can roll it along much more easily.
I see, okay. Which one was the horse that was complaining about the apples at first?
I mean,
Probably the
there
one
was
with a head in a
general interest in
bag.
apples from all of them.
There was. But which one we're
It's
talking
probably
about?
the black one with like white feet that's currently got its head in the apple bag.
Okay, we're leaving it.
We're not leaving him.
And 2 pieces of rope tied from it.
We're taking him with us.
We're taking him with
He's
us.
my favourite.
Okay, you can ride on him because, I mean, we're going to have to get there somehow. And then I will go on the one in front of the cart. And then Maria can go in the cart. And then one can stay here and get some sleep.
So
Horses. We're going to play some rock, paper, scissors. Find out which one of you gets sleep tonight. Hoof, hoof, and hoof to see which one of you gets to sleep.
Pardon?
Going to play some hoof, hoof, and hoof. See which one of you gets to sleep.
How do you play hoof, hoof, and hoof, Ben?
Well, hoof beats hoof beats hoof, and hoof beats hoof. But hoof loses to hoof, and that hoof loses to the other hoof.
Right, of course, yes.
They get
They
it.
all lose or they all win.
Exactly.
I see.
It'll work. I promise you.
Okay, well, you currently have the like speckled grey one harnessed to the cart.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, speckled grey one. You can go with us, and then yeah, Arwen, you can take the black one, and then the brown one. He can. Congratulations, you've earned yourself some sleep by not being the one we picked. Oh my Jesus!
Those dogs agree with your choice.
They're rooting for us. Wait, we're going.
Okay.
Can't
So,
speak without real life somehow.
yeah, it takes a little bit of time a little bit more time to saddle the horse required. Put the other one away, and Maria has sort of settled herself in the cart and is sort of sitting on the floor of it. It's like a supply cart, so there's a bench at the front, and then the back is basically it's the pickup truck version of a cart. So there's a small bench at the front for two people to sit on, and then the back is just a big open box to like stack supplies in. She sort of like settled herself on it and has like propped her bag up underneath her head and seems to be sort of trying to fall back to sleep. Having been woken up at 3 in the morning to but yeah, and you all eventually get settled. Colith takes up the reins on the cart and you get underway.
I have taken the bag of apples.
What's left of the bag of apples is not a lot, but you've taken that.
I've taken.
Okay.
I put it on a little bit of string, like one of the apples.
You should make a fishing rod with an apple in front of you. Okay. Arwen's progress is very... Fortunately, the cart is slower than just a riding horse. So Arwen's ambling pace as she sort of wiggles left and right as the apple sort of bobs and the horse just sort of follows it. So it's like riding a drunk horse. Constantly going, side to side. It's a little bit unsteady as you essentially feels like you're riding a drunk horse. You eventually make it out. Klari, you've spent a couple of hours on your own at this point. You suspect you'll probably have to spend a couple more before anyone else arrives. Are you staying outside the tower? Are you going back inside the tower? Are you trying to sleep, or are you keeping a watch?
We'll go sort of into the doorway of the tower.
Okay, at the bottom of the stairs?
Yeah. I want to stay awake.
Okay, you're just going to sort of like shelter in there. Door open, door closed?
Open.
Okay. So, as you're sitting there just sort of watching through the doorway, you hear... How did you set up your alarms? Audible or just inside your head?
Inside my head.
Okay. You get the little ringing sound in your head that you're sort of... You're a bit sleepy, but you're trying to keep yourself awake, and this sort of alert, wakes you up and makes you feel alert as this ringing noise goes off. One of your alarms has been triggered.
Do I know which one? Or is it just...
An interesting question. If you set multiple alarms, do you know which one? Well, you can currently only see in one direction, to the... What's left on a compass? West?
Yeah.
To the west, so no, it's not that one. You can see there, but you can't see the others to determine which one it would be.
Can I sneak outside the tower and like stay in stealth and try to see?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
Oh, that's been a nice one.
Thank you. I beat you now, stealth roll. wizard impressed. Oh, I did! I'm the stealthy one of the group. The paladin is the stealthy one. Extra, extra, read all about it. Yes.
Okay.
B20.
You sneak out and moving quietly amongst the large roots that extend out between the ground from this tree, and between the little bits of cover that it provides, you sneak around the side, and quite quickly it becomes evident what triggered the alarm. In this direction, over here, looking at the shattered remains of one of these stone creatures, you can see
So which
a large elk. However, this one
Elvis.
is slightly peculiar. Again, it is white as snow, and there is a soft white light lighting up a small area around it. And as you watch, it walks from one of the shattered remains of the stone men over to another before moving over to the body of the hag. And it just sniffs, seems to be sort of sniffing as it goes.
Elvis got a girlfriend.
Oh my god, the arc we've all been waiting for.
The Elvis romance arc is finally here.
Finally.
I'm now picturing How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Oh my god.
And just Stix in the woods, just like, go on.
We kind of like.
It's got Elvis just dropping things out of his mouth. The elephant. Oh, I love it. I fucking love it.
What do you do?
I'm gonna stay hidden for a bit and see what it does.
Okay. It seems to wander around for a few minutes, examining all the different bits of rubble and things that have been scattered over the ground before it finally comes quite close. It stares quite intently, and at this distance you can see its eyes up close. And rather than being sort of usual brown, again, these are bright sort of sapphire blue eyes, solid all the way through. And just looks over the body of Neo. Softly bonks it with a snout. Before it turns away and begins to slowly walk into the woods.
I'd like to try and touch it and cast tongues.
Do you need to touch it to cast?
It says the spell grants a creature you touch the ability to understand any spoken language and offer in the trial.
Okay.
When the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target understand. Is it so?
Okay. Yeah. Make a quick dexterity check. dart out, catch it, and
I have a point of inspiration.
okay,
I would like to use it.
okay.
So I guess you take advantage on that.
Oh, does that get to reroll?
Is there a reroll or is there an advantage?
Well, normally it would give you advantage. Generally, you're supposed to declare that you're going to use your inspiration beforehand, but I will allow you to re-roll in this
I
instance.
I thought inspiration let you reroll. That's what you told me. Reroll, unless I got confused.
I guess maybe I said reroll to get advantage.
You might. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I will allow you to re-roll. So rather than having the 14 on this, you just re-roll and see what comes up.
Hey, there we go.
So you quickly nip out and touch the creature and cast tongues. And at your touch, this large elk seems to skitter a little bit and turns to face you, and you now realise up close quite how large this thing is. This thing is probably a good 8 to 10 inches taller than Elvis is at the shoulder.
Damn. Big ass elf.
It just turns around to face you.
Hi. I don't want to hurt you, but I thought maybe you could help my friend. He's been turned to stone, and you look kind of magical. Can you help?
I can help your friend, but he does not need my help.
What do you mean?
He will be fine in less than under a day. This effect will wear off.
Really?
You're fucking kidding me, right?
That's so embarrassing. Do you think you could turn him back sooner? If that's not too much to tell.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh. You got this. You got this.
Oh my gosh, I'm persuasion is good.
No. Yeah!
Oh,
When did you get proficiency in persuasion? Goddamn.
I think I did it because my first one was so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, 6th level you get to, yeah. You roguish person. No, yes, I'm remembering this differently. Yeah, no, it was deception when you tried to do that and you got a 0.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I rolled in that one, yeah.
Yeah.
I will help you find that. Well, she wanders back over and again gently just reaches down and taps on Neo's head with her snout. And there's a small sort of glowing, the soft light that's glowing off her increases slightly in intensity, and a small amount of that seems to pass between the elk and Neo. And very slowly, the colour just slowly leaches back into Neo's skin. The grey stone ripening into this purple colour. The dust melting off him onto the ground. And then Neo sort of slumps forwards, collapsing to the ground. And with that, the elk just turns and begins to walk off.
Okay, bye.
Thank you. Can you give me a big hug?
You are welcome. I will see you again soon.
Will it?
Why?
No.
It's a beautiful magical happiness.
It's okay.
Disappears off. You take it for a little bit.
Give me some more girl.
As the light coming off it glows, but soon it's swallowed up amongst the trees.
Although at this point, Elvis is just sort of like spitting out some more grass.
That's okay.
Just pouring at the ground. Like, oh, well, we can all do stuff. You ever knocked over a stick man? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Did you ever kill a branch? I killed a branch.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, Neo is whole once more. He slowly gets to his feet as you help him up and just sort of looks around. It's like, well, that was deeply unpleasant. What happened? Where's Claire? Where's the others?
They went to find someone to turn you back. But then I said to watch you. Scared a giant would come and kill you, but instead an elk came, and now you're human again. Well, tiefling.
An elk, like
A magical.
points to Elvis.
Kind of. But a big white elk, and it was like glowing.
Elk. Big white glowing elk. Okay. That's strange.
Big white glowing elk. We'll see Chloe again.
Yeah, are you okay, Neo?
Seems. And other than just being, and it sort of stretches up and other than being a bit stiff, I feel all right. Where's my? Did you guys take his stuff? You couldn't take his ring because you couldn't get off his hand. But what about did you take his glaive?
No, that was.
I think so.
Because his ring and his glaive were the only things that weren't turned to stone.
Yeah, I think probably would have left that there, sort of like in his hand or in his sort of on the ground.
Sort of picks that up and throws that again on his back.
Yeah, whatever.
I guess we just wait for them to come back, or should we go and find them?
We should probably wait. We're not meant to leave the tower unguarded.
Right.
So, you
guys head back inside and wait.
What? What if that? Oh, no one. So you have to heal Neo, and he can just get all of his memories back.
I think about it. I'm not asking.
I don't know. I mean, it's a magical.
It's fine. You'll see the elk again.
He'll see us soon. It'll be fine.
And an hour and a half, 2 hours-ish later, Stix and Arwen, you guys Alright, well, actually, just roll a quick survival check to find your way in the dark.
We're not getting lost. No, wrong thing. We're still not lost.
We are not lost.
You are not lost. You do indeed manage to lead your way directly there. And as you approach, you start to see the watchtower in the distance. You can see the forms of these creatures lying on the ground, the shattered rubble. And then you look over to the base of the tree and your heart's like suddenly catching your throats. There's no Neo.
Oh, I'm jumping off that horse and running.
Yeah, me too. Probably just jump off.
And screaming and crying.
Would they have set up on my alarm? So I'd know.
Yeah, as they get within 20 feet, they probably would set off another of your alarms. So you'd get that mental ping, but you'd also probably hear Arwen. What are you shouting, Arwen?
Just screaming, and Neo and Klari and no, please don't be dead. Oh my god, where are they? Oh my god, please no.
So yeah, you probably hear some of that, Klari.
Probably from outside then.
Oh, good. Wait, where's Neo?
He's inside. Neo?
They're all dead! He's all dead! He's dead!
So yeah, probably about sort of halfway up, halfway down the stairs, you guys, well, slowly come down and meet an Arwen that is crashing up the stairs. Panicked flap. Quite literally flapping as she goes, sort of like struggling to climb as she moves at a breakneck pace. But yeah, you bump into a very excitable Arwen, closely pursued by an equally agitated Stix.
Who wants to explain to the people who woke up at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, meant to be a statue.
Klari, what the fuck?
Magical.
Hold on, Elvis. You've been able to do this the entire fucking time.
Different elf. It was big and it was white and it was glowing. But it turns out I can talk to animals too. And they're much more complicated. So.
Well, that does seem rather complicated, doesn't it?
Just asked the elk to heal him. Turns out he would have just turned back after a day or so, the elk said.
Well, this is embarrassing.
Kill all witnesses. I joke.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, are there any statues still left standing?
No, you guys destroyed them all.
Fuck.
Oof. I mean, they were all bad.
They were
Bad,
all
bad
They were all
stuff.
bad.
Kill you.
So I'm just gonna go back and say, hi, Maria. Yeah. We.
Yeah, Maria's like been taking a nap in the back of the cart as best she can. It's just sort of like, where's this petrified man? And did you bring any diamonds?
You know what? No. But it turns out we didn't need them anyway.
Why did you wake me up?
You didn't tell us we needed diamonds.
Yeah, you
for
guys
a
just said, oh yeah,
start.
bring necessary components. You never said diamonds.
Wait, when did they say bring necessary components?
Petronella did mention diamonds.
Well, that's her problem.
So what's going on?
Well, you know,
Turns out if you leave them for a day, they're fine.
yeah. Turns out with this form of petrification, yeah, leave them for a day and they're dandy. They're rosy.
It's only been sort of a few hours.
Yeah, about that.
No, you were asleep for a lot longer than you thought you were. We took a detour. There was a dragon. It's fine. We took care of it.
Olaf who was driving the cart.
Yeah.
Shit.
No. Yeah. So, as it turns, I mean, Clary, do you want to give them the lowdown?
Okay.
This is Clary, by the way.
Hi. Apologies. I didn't know you guys were on the way. And we also did find someone. I had a chance to save my friend quicker. That's all I did when a magical elf came along. And I asked them to turn him back. And her to turn him back. And she did.
They both sort of give each other a look. Like both Marina and Kolef, and it's just like... What does this elf look like? And you see they both sort of got awed expressions on their faces.
It was like bigger than a normal elf, but bigger than Elvis. And it was white. And it was kind of glowing.
Did it have blue eyes?
I don't remember. Yes. Yes, it had blue eyes.
They sort of turn to look at each other and it's like, could it be? No, it's more... it's more legend, but... Yeah, but legends do have some sort of basis in logic.
Did we find a eunuch elk?
What's
A what?
I love
A
that.
Munich
I
elk.
believe Ben's combined unicorn and elk into eunuch elk, but it just sounds like you've got eunuch and elk rather than unicorn and elk. Like an elk that's been castrated.
Oh God.
to,
Covers opposite.
to make it a eunuch elk.
Eunuch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then a sort of almost sort of under his breath you hear Collis say,
Thistle what?
Thistle
Blade.
blade.
Thistle blade.
Have we heard that before? Or is that just...
I don't recall us hearing that before.
Okay.
At hearing this name, Stix and Arwen, both of you are recalled to sort of childhood stories, and there is this legend of an elf who lives deep in the forest and looks after the woods and things like that, called Thistleblade, that can... And there are stories dating back, the legends date back hundreds of years. And it's kind of like, a lot of them are sort of your classic morality tales of things like, if you prove yourself to be pure of heart, then Thistleblade will aid you to overcome great evil, and so on.
Aww. Clary, pure of heart.
Aww.
That's so cute. And so is Neo. Look at those two. That's why it didn't show up when we were there.
Yeah,
Fair.
the crime half of the party. Crimes Johnson and Crimes
Is it-
Johnson Jr.
I will have you know, it's Crimes Johnson Senior and Crimes Johnson slightly less senior.
Yeah, you're less senior.
Hey, I'm less senior. How old are you?
I don't know. Like 29, 6. I don't know, can't remember.
Oh.
How old am I? Yeah, I'm 26 apparently.
Ah, I'm 27. Ha! You are the slightly less senior one.
Is this Thistle Blade like your inspiration, Stix? Has Clary just met?
Well, I mean, I've not really thought of it much before, but yeah, holy shit! Did it say where it went?
It's like it would see me.
Stix wants its autograph.
Kind of, yeah. It said it would see you again.
And
Okay.
part of the legend you know is that Thistleblade can take on many forms, being
So it's like a druid.
yes. So similar to the druid and can turn into lots of different creatures.
Ah, so it has wild shape. We love to see it.
Maybe I should have tried to just talk to it before I cast. Consider the fact that maybe it could.
Maybe.
You just pounced on some legendary thing.
Okay, cool. Well, I know what I want to do now.
Neat.
Talk to this Thistleblade. I mean that's a thing for another time. Obviously, we are slightly. I mean, maybe I can ask Amorous. Maybe she knows something about the old.
Maybe they're besties.
Maybe they are. In which case, I'm probably never going to get to meet him.
I'll just switch back to the Roll20 tab from my notes, and all the rolls came in at once.
Oh dear God.
My ears.
Okay. Well, that's something Stix is going to be thinking about. Keeping a close eye on Clary. What do I come for Clary? What do I come for me? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like it's not going to show up unless it's just Neo and Clary around.
Maybe. We can ambush him.
We're just going to hide in a tree.
Not good to do. Probably makes.
I mean,
less
technically, Clary just jumped on it.
I mean, yeah.
Sneakily just went, what?
You inappropriately touched an elk.
No, it's an inappropriate.
Well, all you've said is you touched an elk. That's.
Also, when I put my hand on it, like fine or something.
Inside of what? Jeez.
You're just jealous because you didn't meet the magical level.
I kind of am. Yes, I'm not trying to hide that at all. Yeah, I've got a magical elk. I mean, mine can't save the forest and everything. Mine barely hit a stick. But
Spits out the forest.
You know what, Elvis? You're good enough for me. I've missed you, buddy. Anyway.
What would you all like to do?
I am gonna give back the apples, feed the horses, and say thanks. Soz, bye.
Yeah, I'll probably just say, look, I'm really sorry we brought you out here. Believe me, none of us knew that we would end up meeting some great protector of a forest. Sorry? Sorry, I think that's it.
You got a cool story out of it.
Yeah, you guys got a fun story. You know, someone messed Thistleblade, you know, got something to tell to the people in work tomorrow.
Or later today.
I mean, met someone that claims to have met. It's not the greatest story.
How else would I have turned the man that was stone into not stone? I'm not a very magical person.
No.
Or maybe you are, and you're holding back on us because secretly you're like some fucking whiz kid That's how she beat me in that fucking fist fight. Okay, it all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Better than you.
It all makes sense. Clary's a magical god.
Wanna go for round 2?
No, because you're a magical god. Okay, fine. Well, thank you very much, Maria. I mean, Maria, did you want to stay here? Because tomorrow morning some more soldiers are going to be like showing up to replace people, and then you can head back with whatever of them need to head back.
God, yes, I need some sleep. She's just like
Cool.
pushes past you and just like we're into the tower, just like find me a bed.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, Colette starts to like untether the horse and like pickets it on a smaller tree where it can just like eat some grass and stuff. Yeah. Arwen, you can do the same with the other one, and yeah, even just sort of like 15 minutes later, by the time you all get inside, there's just a sort of coming from a pile of blankets.
Nice.
Maria's already asleep. And you can all pass the rest of what little remains of this night away, however you choose.
I mean, I have not slept yet, I don't think.
No.
As you guys are all like entering the tower, there is a distinctive sort of grey to the sky instead of the midnight blue that it normally is at night. There's just a slight lightening tint to it.
Nice.
I'll probably just spend the evening bothering Clary with more details of Sir Thistleblade. Trying to get some more info. Even
I'm
though we
sleeping.
but
So Arwen attempts sleep, Neo will also attempt sleep. Coleth will be asleep. Maria's asleep. Stix is bothering Clary. Is Clary trying to sleep?
Clary's trying to sleep.
Trying to
She's
sleep.
saying, like, I told you, big elk, white, glowing, came over, asked him to help. He helped, yeah. She helped, she left.
oh, it's okay. So Thistleblade is a she. Okay. Cool. Okay. After a little while, probably stop, realize I'm being a bit of a nuisance, and get some sleep.
Yeah, as you like turn around to lie down, you can just see like probably Arwen there with one of her many shoes that she doesn't own, that has a cloud just abducted at your head. Just murderous intent in her eyes. Just waves. Puts the shoe down very carefully and obviously. Gives you a look.
Yep.
So,
Absolutely.
and it's only a couple of hours later, you are all awoken by the sound of...
Was it a long rest?
No, not even close.
Was it a short rest?
Yes, you could get a short rest.
What do you get from a short rest?
You can roll hit
I
dice.
Get my channel divinity back.
Hit points. I think that's it for you.
Can I
don't know if you
ever so
take back
slightly-
on a short rest.
Mm.
Could I
Or
potentially
also take one level of exhaustion, having been up most of the night without sleep.
retcon something
Okay.
and say that before we went to sleep, realizing that these soldiers would be arriving probably fairly early in the morning, I used my channel divinity to gain back a spell slot.
Yeah.
Excellent! I have a first level spell slot again. And then I take my short rest, and then I wake up, and then I have roll a couple of hit dice. Why not? You know what? That does me. That was a damn good one. Oh wait, no, 67. And then and now I have my channel divinity back again. Because it's a short rest, yeah.
Just hold it, do it slowly.
Just roll hit dice. 3.
How many please?
You can roll as many as you want, but you would only need then 1 more HP to be at full, so. Yeah, well. Went slightly over by so much on a long rest. You get half as many hit dice as you have in total back on a long rest. So if you've got like 9, you'd get 4 back on a long rest.
Yes, you are all awakened by the sound of many pairs of boots coming up the stairs, none too quietly.
Good morning. Smiley day to you. We did.
Still standing.
Yeah, tower's still standing. All of us are too, by the skin of our teeth. Just about. One of us did get turned to stone, but then we unstoned. Fun fact for you all: if any of you get turned to stone again, which you won't because we killed the woman that turns stone things back to life and turns things to stone. Fun fact: if you just wait a day and don't destroy them before then they come back already. Unless they've been animated, in which case they won't come back. You got to do some funky shit to get them back then.
I'm sorry. That was all rather a lot. Are you the lot that relieved my man Jameson?
Yes.
I see. And you said you killed someone?
We killed a woman who was bringing the stone people to life. This
And
maid,
creating the stones.
this hag lady. Horrible hag woman.
We're
Terrifying.
gonna get put in prison, you know that
We
now.
also think she was controlling the giant and
Yeah.
causing the attacks.
Yeah.
We're gonna get put in prison.
You sort of like snaps his fingers and points at a couple of them. Go look around outside, see if you can find what they're talking about. This, he kind of gets this sort of like semi-hopeful expression. I don't suppose you happen to have solved all the problems and killed the giant as well, have you?
No.
Giant wasn't around.
Was a little above our pay grade.
Also, the giant wasn't around.
Yeah, also the giant never turned up, so.
Well, I suppose it'd be too much to hope for that all our problems would be solved, but thank you for the service you have rendered.
It's cool.
What are your names? I'll pass them along.
I'm Stix.
Oh, when
Funny.
He's like, yes, we were dragged out here last night to
what? You didn't have to come.
try and lead my forces to some ragamuffins.
I'm gonna fight you.
So yes, so me and Maria here, and there's just sort of like a sleepy hand from underneath the blanket. And so like sits up and is just like has achieved this incredible like bird's nest of like raven black hair like all over the place in the night somehow. Despite only being
Nice.
for a couple of hours. It's like, Maria. So we came out here when last night when these people came back looking for aid. But yes, when we arrived, their problems were already solved by what they're claiming by Fistblade. And sort of like slight murmur goes through the group of gathered soldiers. Really? Fistblade? No, that can't be true. It must have been something else. It's only a legend, not even real. Nah, it's real. I've seen her. No, you haven't seen her.
Where did you see her?
It's sort of like a group of them, and when you ask these questions, like no one's like forthcoming. They're all just sort of like standing there, like shoulder to shoulder, just like.
Did I see the person who said that they'd seen her?
Make an insight check.
Insight check. Insight check. No.
No, there's a couple that are giving like odd looks, but none, you don't pick up on exactly which one looks like they said it.
Darn. You bastard.
Yeah, because could we trouble you for an escort back to the city? I'm assuming these fine adventurers are heading off somewhere.
Yes, we are heading.
Yeah, later.
Not back to the city.
No.
Yes. Yes. Make your preparations, and we will send you two can escort them out. Escort them back and return here post haste. Also, reports that the problem seems to have been hopefully solved. The person responsible. At this point, one of the people comes back and says, "It was a hag, sir. There's a dead hag out there." So, report back that a hag has been slain by Stix, Arwen, Theo, and...
Theo?
Was it?
Carrot.
I think it's a Karis. Klari and Neo.
My apologies. Klari and Neo.
Not sure the one that
How rude.
My apologies. Thank you again for your service to the city. As long as you like, help yourself to more of the provisions here as you need. Before you
Do you mind, like, maybe telling the council that, like, we're great? Thanks.
Yeah, but you could mention it to some higher ups that we did a cool thing.
Just maybe.
Passed along.
Might help.
Council is well, I don't envision myself being in front of a council anytime soon. It's a little above my pay grade.
I see. Well,
I mean, anyone can get in front of them if you just say some stuff. Quite easy. Just complain about some turnips or something.
My turnips.
turnips.
They're all leafy and green.
isn't that what they're meant to be like?
I don't think. No, they're like white.
Oh, I think you're
Okay.
the wrong thing there, mister. I think what you have there is a tree.
My trees.
Tree in it.
They're all white and round.
What?
So the morning passes. You guys, what would you guys like to do? Are you gonna stay longer, or are you gonna head out?
Let's head towards your mate, whatever her name is.
Would we get there within the scope of today?
No. You guys were only a couple of hours out from the city when you found this watchtower, and then it's going to be a couple of days from
Yeah. Okay, I think personally that we're not going to get there today, and what difference is a couple of hours going to make really? we might as well try and get a little bit more rest under us before heading back out. I think anyway, unless anyone has any other ideas, because obviously we're going into the wilds. We don't know what's going to be there.
The scary wild rabbit.
The scary wild, the curse of the were-rabbit.
Yeah, a little more rest is cool.
Okay. How long are you guys resting for?
For a long rest.
Yeah, probably until we can make up a lot.
It's going to be another sort of 6-ish hours.
6-ish hours?
Yeah, you guys are going to get 2 hours of sleep. By the time you spent a couple of hours going... By the time you were on watch for a little bit, spent a couple of hours going back to Yalion and going through Yalion. That was probably about sort of 2.5, 3 hours. And then another couple of hours to get back again. So it's probably like 5-hour round trip for you and Arwen.
Yeah.
And it's quite early in the morning. It's reasonably early, you know, like these guys were up at sort of like first light to get here. So it's a couple of hours after first light.
I see. Well, what about... How long would we have to stay here just so that we don't get exhausted for today?
You guys are exhausted. That's...
Yeah, we just are.
At this point.
Okay.
I want to spend a further 6 hours to complete your rest. Like, a few minutes of conversation with these guys is just like that.
6 hours, that's like a quarter of a day, you know? That's actually a few hours isn't much, but that's actually a big thing.
You a chunk of a ways into the afternoon.
But then again, I don't have a lot of spells. I don't know about anyone else.
No, I've only got 4.
I've only got 4. I've only got 2. Nope, that's a lie. I have also 4 because I haven't used any 3rd level spells yet. Actually, in that scenario, I've got and I haven't used my channel divinity. I've got all that shit. No, I'm fine. If everyone's all right to go, we could head off.
I think we just, and then we just sleep later and then we'll be fine.
Yeah, alright. Let's get going. Elvis. We ride.
Someone's Lloyd Cedric. Hate that name.
I like how we named his horse.
You did, yes, because I thought it would be fun, and then you named it after a fucking bank.
Hey, and a character from a beloved series.
Yeah, but a character from a beloved series.
True, but still. It's going to turn out that he's going to get his memories back and he's like, Galahad, the great war horse of the north.
That's a great idea.
We fucking named him Lloyd Cedric. And it'd be,
Nah, Neo wouldn't do that. He respects you way too much to hurt your feelings.
this horse is here like, who the fuck's Lloyd Cedric? And we're just calling him it enough now. Well, I guess it's me now.
Accidentally answers to it once. Oh fuck. That's me forever.
Before we head off, I know it's like not too long, but do you mind if we take a quick 5-minute break? I just need to go to the toilet and grab a quick drink. Thank you very much.
Real fast, and we'll be right back. Tally ho!
Oh, it's a different map.
With muffins, where you take the top off a muffin, and then you put the bottom half on the top half, so it makes like a muffin sandwich.
I don't
I don't get that. Like, all
No,
you do
neither
is
do I.
rearrange where the bits are.
But it's then easier to eat because you don't have all the cream and stuff.
Why
gets
have you
you-
got cream on a
Hey.
muffin?
I mean, like a cupcake. Sorry,
Oh,
like
a
a cup.
cupcake, right.
They're the same damn thing.
They are not.
They basically are.
Muffins are inherently different.
They're
How?
much better.
The implication
They're bigger.
is no icing and things like blueberries or
Funky.
chocolate chips in them.
Big
Muffins
fat
are just a big
things.
cupcake,
Yeah,
Like
that's
a-
why they're better.
like a flask cake.
Yum yum yum.
Anyway, so you guys are heading out. So take the day to travel, not rest too much longer, and head out on your journey. So cover around two-ish and a bit days. Everyone rolled a survival check for me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Okay. So you guys have it. You're all a little bit. Actually, I've got some bad news for you.
Oh
The
god.
disadvantage because we're all exhausted.
Yes.
Fuck! I've got a natural one. Oh no!
It's fine, I got a 21.
That's 21. Sorry, team. Apologies.
A 10, a 21, a 14, and a 4.
Well, I'm just going to lead everyone, even when they're walking in the wrong direction. Just turn them and just give them a push.
So it takes some time to sort of get yourselves moving and get yourselves going in the right direction. But you do eventually get moving and start making good headway. Later on in the day, you hear heavy footfalls ahead of you in the trees.
Oh no.
Divine sense. Scared. Worried.
No celestials, fiends, fae, or undead
Okay, guys, we'll probably be fine.
within 60 feet of you.
Anything other than those. Well, I'm all out of tricks. Other than just a perception check. But, looks like that would go horribly. Because I +1 on it, +1, it's a disadvantage. I will be looking around, ready to aid anyone else if they wanted to do a perception check with a slightly better success rate.
I'll do a perception with a slightly better success rate.
Excellent.
To the double nat 1.
Excuse me.
Go for it.
What
Like,
do I
Because no
just straight?
just
Yes.
Perception. Yeah.
straight up.
13. Yeah, so you hear this sound
And
coming
perception.
slightly off to the right ahead of you. You hear the sound of, it sounds like multiple legs moving in tandem, so you're not sure whether it's a creature with more than 2 legs, or whether it's 2 creatures or 3 creatures moving together. But it sounds very large and heavy, much larger than a medium creature.
A tortoise.
I mean, it could be.
I hope it's a tortoise. Maybe it's a giant hedgehog.
So it's a larger creature moving to the right. Oh god, if it's a giant hedgehog. You did wish for a giant hedgehog, and you still
Yes.
get payout for that. You're saying Zuriel.
Yes,
I know
you did throw money down a random well and wish for a hedgehog, that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's automatically gonna give you a giant hedgehog.
Absolutely.
I
That's...
mean, Stix
It's just how it works.
so...
Hey, technically we
So
got
then
bunnies.
When?
What?
There was a time where we had bunnies.
No, there
No,
wasn't.
Joking.
No, there was a time where there were bunnies in the vicinity.
When?
I'm really not sure that there were, and I'm the DM.
You know what? I was thinking Critical Role. My bad.
Well, I'm glad you draw that comparison. That's flattering.
There were no bunnies. Now I'm sad.
Yeah, no, but you unwished for bunnies.
Wait, I unwished for bunnies.
Yes, you wished for bunnies, and then you threw more down there because you unwished for bunnies.
But then what did I wish for after that?
I don't know.
You can set a cool sword or something. I don't know. You know
I
what?
don't
If
know
God
if
gives
you
me bunny,
did.
fine. I will take a
No.
bunny.
You wished for bunnies, and then you gave Elvis money to make a wish.
Yes.
But he did unwish for bunnies.
No, he didn't unwish for bunnies.
Yes, he did.
Arwen wished
100%.
I think I did, but I didn't like throw money down there.
I did. And then a hutch for the
and then a
bunnies.
hutch for the bunnies, yes.
Yes.
And Klari wished for a giant hedgehog.
So if that was a real wish spell, we fucking wasted that. Jeez. Okay, maybe you did well.
Right down.
I wish for bunnies. Like, that is more of a hindrance out here than anything else. We have nowhere to place them or keep them.
Is it?
I wished for a hutch. It's fine. That will go inside the bag of holding.
I am strictly a vegetarian.
Dead bunnies.
Anyway, there's a thing near us. I will unsheath my blade.
Maybe. What if it combined all of our wishes? So it's just a giant bunny with a giant baby bunny. No, wait, no.
Giant
Yeah.
bunny, but like it's got like quill spikes on it. Now that shit sounds.
And wolf teeth.
A hedgehog bunny wolf hybrid.
Living in a house. Like a giant hutch.
Yeah.
JJ, I'm going to tell you what, if it's not this, I'm going to be well disappointed, man. This is what it actually is. JJ has read our fucking minds. No, so I will, yeah, I'll unsheath my blade and call out, hello? Who's there?
Hello, bunnies.
Bunnies?
There's no answering sound.
There was no answering sound.
There's just the continued sound of small footsteps.
More footsteps.
I want to see. Let's go. Let's run, people. Well, not run, because we might scare it.
Yeah, just we'll veer off a little bit to maybe try and get a little bit of a better look, but I'm also aware of time pressure.
So you're trying to get closer.
Yeah.
How are you approaching?
At a normal pace.
At a normal pace, I'm fairly skittish at the moment. So I've still got like maybe at the minute like my sword's not necessarily out, but it's like I've got my hand on the blade, like in my sheath.
I'm hoping for bunnies, so. And tortoises.
She's hoping for bunnies. We find Tarask.
Okay, so
If it's something I can keep, I'll be happy.
you keep walking towards the noise. And as you do so, it gets a little bit louder and a little bit louder. You can then hear the distinctive sort of
Ooh,
the drumming of its gate.
very true.
And then coming through the trees before you, see a house.
Oh god, not another one. Is it a house we know about?
This is a house made
Is it on legs?
from wood and timber with a thatched roof, and indeed, it has 2 rows of legs one down each side, and they move in like sort of like a wave, like a big centipede. But these legs are
Oh my god, I hate it. I hate it so much.
In shape.
Yes, like giant.
This is disgusting.
This is the most horrifying thing I've ever imagined, ever. And I immediately draw my sword. Baba Yaga. I don't actually know that, but
this is horrible. I hate it.
This is horrifying. We need to go. We need to run. This is not a thing that you interact with. This is
no, I'd like to poke it.
No, this is why would you want to poke the giant house with stupid legs?
Poke.
Oh, and are you trying to get close enough to poke it?
I'd like to poke it, please.
Okay. As Arwen moves closer and gets within maybe sort of like 20 feet, all the legs just stop and then like fold up underneath the thing, and the whole thing just goes poof, down on the ground.
Dear Lord.
Where it sits on the ground, like, immediately like awnings like unroll from the windows, and they've got red and like, white stripes on them, and like a little like sign like pops up like "Padoing" out of the side. And
Someone read it for me.
it reads Merrow's Mobile Cafe.
Merrow's Mobile Cafe.
I love this place. I am so going in. I don't care if this is a trap. This is some Hansel and Gretel shit.
Used? Fuck it.
You know what? If I get eaten by this house,
I'm going in,
it's fine.
but I've got my sword drawn. Yeah. This is amazing. I've got my sword drawn and an attack readied.
Okay.
Hold an action to attack in case we go inside and anything approaches us with aggressive intent.
Okay. You enter, and inside is like an open plan cottage. It looks like there's like a little kitchen unit off to one side that's like fenced off with like countertops on 4 sides, and there's like a little flip up section where you can walk in and out. And then the rest of the area is just like a scattering of tables and chairs. All of them seem to be empty.
Hello. Where's your cafe going to? House.
And indeed, as you enter, you hear a sound of light footfalls coming down. And coming down the stairs is a very elderly-looking halfling. Oh, hello, my dears. What can I get you?
Where is your house going?
Oh, the house wanders where it will.
Oh, okay.
The house wanders where it will.
Can
Colour
we
me,
ask it to go?
if I'm going to be honest, I think that's probably the colour I'd be right now.
Well, it just sort of picks a direction and wanders that way for a little while. Occasionally bumps into
So your house is like a living thing. Like,
I'd say a magical thing more than a living thing.
but surely if it has a will to go a certain direction or a certain place, if it wants to go somewhere, if it has wants, surely then that would...
question. I've never thought about whether the house wants. It just sort of wanders.
Can I ask the house to go to a specific place? Or like in a specific direction? Could we go in that direction, please? Yeah. And we're going, that direction.
Well, we'll see. I mean, if there's no one else outside, I'm sure we'll be off again soon.
Didn't see anyone. Other than us. So does it like just stop for people?
It seems to, yes. It seems to work out when people are close, so it won't step on them. And,
That's incredibly annoying.
Stops to let them in. Doesn't seem to know to let them off again. People just sort of have to jump, but...
That seems bad for business.
I've got a ladder. Well, a lot of people... it's quite good for business. Some people choose to stay on until someone else arrives, and then they can get off more safely.
That's actually a good point.
I've got
a very clear view.
I've got a little rope ladder that we put down for them.
Got a little rope ladder, okay.
Anyone got any objections to staying in the cafe?
Can I bring my elk?
I don't... An elk's quite a lot. I mean, if you're fit, maybe?
I'm sure he will have no problem fitting in this establishment. Let me assure you.
I think she needs through the door.
I will. There's a way.
Yeah, Stix is quite a tall elf, and even above average height, and you did have to duck a bit to get in here. So getting Elvis in, maybe not impossible. Certainly going to be tricky. Getting him out again, going to be similarly tricky.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We've got this, right? Team E.
Okay.
E for Echo, and also Elvis.
So you quickly nip outside again. Roll. We'll do this in 2 stages. Roll an animal handling check first.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, now roll a dexterity check with advantage. Because you
a dexterity check with advantage. Would that therefore then be just a straight roll? Exhaustion.
Roll it with... No. Roll it for Elvis.
Oh, roll it for Elvis. Right, okay. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is therefore just then a straight D20. I haven't seen it.
15.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah, so you managed to, lead Elvis in and sort of, soothe him and, enough to get inside, and he seems a little bit intimidated by the prospect. And then you, put your hands on his antlers, like horns, and, guide his head into turning. So he's, going through this door with his head sideways. And sort of have to, dip his, antlers down. And you eventually manage to get him inside. And he sort of, squeezes through and then, scampers a couple of steps in and just sort of crashes into a table and, upends a chair. It's Well, he's in. He's in. Mate.
You think? I told you.
No going back now.
Guys, unfortunately, that took a lot of effort. We're in here for a while. I have no spell slots to summon him back. Actually, that's a lie. I have a spell slot to summon him back, but I'd rather use that on like something better.
Can we technically, like, if we sit in here for a while, can we use this as a long rest?
You would have to spend like 8 hours and get some sleep in here, but you could.
Oh,
It's up to you.
I don't think the lady would allow that.
Yeah, I think she'd like us just sleeping. Then again, she didn't mind me bringing a fucking elk in here, so who knows what she really minds. Why don't we figure out what things going in first, and then we'll
Yeah.
Well, make yourself comfortable, and I'll put on a pot of tea. What would everybody do?
Well, I guess
Do
tea.
you have a donut?
Muffins, donuts, yes. Also,
Yeah, I'll have a donut.
I will also have a donut. Living my fantasy here.
and she wanders over into the little like kitchen area, and at a very fast pace, she just sort of starts like, you hear her start sort of like banging and crashing around and like pulling things out, and then you look over a couple of minutes later, and there's like there is a bag of flour just like floating in the air, and like a sieve underneath it. It's just sort of sieving itself into a bowl. At the same time, a knife is like hovering and like chopping little bits of like margarine or butter into the bowl, and there's a spoon that's like just mixing it underneath and things. And she's like got her head in a different cupboard, and she's like pulling out different sort of pans and things like that. And then after a few minutes, like the smell of cooking reaches you all. And it seems to cook
She's making them fresh.
magically quickly is the speed that these cook at. And in a very short time, a pot of tea and a selection of delicious baked goods are landed on your table.
Oh, like Greg's.
Well, first round is and the elk as well. 5 golden deals in the first round. Let me know if you need any more.
I mean, the elk isn't exactly going to drink tea.
It does take up quite a lot of space.
But I didn't realise you were charging for space in here.
It's fine. I'll pay for Elvis. Don't worry.
Thank you. Do you mind paying for me too, as I am?
I'll pay for everyone.
Oh, thank you. As I said, I have 2 gold and 9 silver to my name, and I want to use that on something good. Like in a card game, I know I can't win.
Okay. So, would someone like to roll a d8?
A D8.
Yep.
4.
And north is going to be 1.
Well, we ain't going north.
Clockwise. So north, northeast, east,
We ain't
southeast,
north.
south, southwest.
So,
That's the sort of.
Direction you came from.
wait, no. Hold on. D8. The north,
Is 1.
northeast. East,
Is 3.
southeast.
4. South 5. Southwest 6.
Oh, yeah. And then 7.
Would be
8.
west.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
I
no.
thought we'd come from the north.
No, you were travelling north.
We are travelling north.
Where do we come from then?
You came from
We
the
came
Yellow,
from-
which is right on the southern
Yeah.
edge.
Telling you to go
And
slightly.
going north.
Yeah. But I thought he lived. You were. We were going like here. Oh fuck. Hold on. Like here. Oh fucking hell! Not again. Here.
No, you're going in this sort of direction up here.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
slightly above. So,
So everyone make a perception check for me.
oh no.
Oh, I know. We're definitely going in the wrong direction.
Yes, you do.
Perception. Oh no, wait, disadvantage.
That is a good point.
Oh shit.
Sorry.
Oh, now I'm gonna get a 1.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's fine. I still know.
Yeah, so both Arwen and Neo, sort of maybe about 10 minutes after, 10-15 minutes after you arrive, you feel it's very slight, but you do feel a little bit of movement from the house. And there's just sort of a little hum from the floor, like if you've ever, been on like a cruise ship or something like that, if you're relatively sort of close to the engines, you know that there's like just sort of a general vibration through the whole ship, or just like a hum. You feel that. It's not this big sort of like lurching motion that you might have expected. But yeah, and then you look out the windows and you can see the trees sort of moving past, and the tops of some of them in the middle of the others, and you realise that you guys are moving in the wrong direction.
Well,
So
this has
we're going
been
in the wrong
lovely,
direction.
but we need to get the fuck off before, we end up. Because also, the council only said there'd be a couple of days, and it's now probably been,
2, 1. This is the second day.
yeah. And bear in mind, we've got to get back as well.
Well, the council said there would be a few days. Whether that's
Yeah,
2,
a
5,
few days.
7, you don't know.
Well, 7's getting more towards a week. But, I guess...
I mean, it's politicians. They're not very
not very good at anything.
forthcoming.
Not efficient to reach a decision.
Well, why not? So...
He's a good dictator to get things done. Which is why
Hey,
No.
he's a hero, really.
Hey,
Getting pesky democracy in place of a nice, efficient dictatorship.
No.
At least then the entire country's on the same page.
Exactly.
Well, sorry, excuse me. We're going to need that rope ladder.
Oh, going so soon, my dears.
Yes, that's just in the wrong direction. Can you change its course anyway?
No, you just sort of have to wait an hour or so, and then
Then it hits a tree and goes.
it changes direction so about once an hour.
Okay. Well, about once an hour. We could wait an hour, but then who's to say in the next hour it won't just backtrack on itself again? So we might as well get off, I think. Yeah, we're jumping. Sorry, Elvis. You'll come back later.
That's a neat trick.
In the middle of eating a custard.
Would you like to take anything to go? Or...
Yes.
I'm good.
Yes.
Pretty stuffed from
Yes.
the donut.
Okay.
Or donuts.
Okay. We should put together another small batch for you, Arwen.
Is there some lemon donut?
Donut.
I
or like lemon drizzle cake.
I can make that out. So,
Don't know. That's all.
Can I have one of those, please?
yeah, it makes you like a little, small like lemon roast.
I give a bit to Hugo.
When you want to get off, there's a lever just beside the door that releases. D&D, there is a handle beside the door that you pull down, sort of ka-chunk as you pull on it. And the door, instead of opening like a normal door, now like descends like a drawbridge or like a diving board.
Excellent.
And when it does so, two rope ladders just appear on the sides of it and just spiral down to the ground. It's about 30 feet down, so it's not massively high. But
Okay.
would be, with the navigation out on this as well, and you can see it sort of swing, these ladders are swinging in the breeze, so it's a little bit of a, so it will be a check to climb down the ladder unscathed. But it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to do. It would be reasonably easy compared to some of the things you've done in the past, you think.
See.
So who's going
Okay.
first?
I will go first because I've also got Misty Step. So if anything goes wrong, I can just sort of drop myself down, and then maybe I can try and catch people if they fall down below.
Okay. Acrobatics
Yeah.
or athletics check then at disadvantage.
No shit, yeah.
Oh!
Could have been a lot more useful situations to have that happen in, but there we go.
Damn, you guys have rolled a lot of crits in the last few rolls.
Yeah.
Which one of us is gonna roll 2 1s now?
Well, it doesn't matter. At disadvantage, you only need to roll 1.
I know, but
You do the thing where you like hook your heels into the side of the rope, and like pushing in with your feet, you manage to like keep it taut somehow, and you just put your hands on the side and you just slide all the way down, keeping a loose enough grip that you also manage to avoid rope burn on your hands, and just
oh my
you,
god.
stop at the bottom and just hop off onto the ground.
And just go, what?
As the house continues, and you end up between the legs, and the house just like carries on over the top of you. Who's next?
This house will be my nightmares forever.
I'm good.
Okay. Why your nightmares, Ben? It's a lovely cottage.
With loads of human legs that like centipedes sort of like walk.
You know in Toy Story, there's that human head baby thing with the legs.
Oh my god, no.
And the
With the like spider legs.
what's it? Yeah. And the what's it called? The fishing rod with the Barbie legs.
The hooker.
Yes, exactly. I feel
Oh my
like
god,
it's
I only
those.
just got that.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's a hooker.
So, Clary, you descend. It takes you a little bit slower than Stix's graceful glide down. So you get to the bottom and you stumble a little bit as you're getting off, sort of trying to match your pace to the pace that this thing is moving. But you manage it without falling to your doom. Nope.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Nope, sorry, you do fall in. You do fall to your
Because I
doom.
forgot it was disadvantage. Apologies. So yeah, you get a little ways down, and then just sort of like the swinging of the ladder, just sort of like as you're trying to move like two limbs at the same time, just like breaks your grip. Make a dex save.
Stixing.
So you managed to sort of catch yourself a little bit on the way down to like slow your descent, and so you land reasonably well and manage to roll. So you only take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit the ground. Are you going next or are you going last?
I will go next, but I want to put Hugo at the top, just on the edge, and tell him to try and fly down when I'm at the bottom.
Okay.
So I will be running beside to catch him, just in case he falls from the
Hold
sky.
on. Why don't I try and catch him from down here? That way that when you go down, like this woman doesn't go, ooh, lovely dragon. Pick up.
Yes, very true. Good plan.
Huh? Who can really trust that? Found him in a hole.
Okay.
I am entirely kidding. Technically, we also found Sarah in a hole. I mean, Denderport was a bit shit, but...
Wow. Okay.
That's a good point. Or did Klari find us? Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. More likely.
Okay, so you like put
What am I rolling?
and it's just like Stix will catch you. And you sort of...
But don't just jump, you need to try and fly.
Yeah.
You know, just because everyone's like, you need to be able to fly, but you're just perfect just the way you are. But, you know, fly. Because I don't think he's flown from a great height like this for a while. That was 20, right?
That is a 20.
Fucking crap.
For some reason. But that's a 20
Okay.
from Hugo.
Okay, he can descend at the same time as me, you know, all cool and stuff.
Go to Stix, so he like jumps off, and
Okay.
you see him like take off in like the wrong direction. Like Stix is that way, and he just goes the other way, and then just like you see him like neatly like bank round in the air, and he just like curls like and he sort of like spirals down around the ladder, and then when he gets maybe like 10 feet across the ground, he like flaps his wings. Arwen's just sort of like peeking head over the edge. He like flaps his wings to get to that height, and then like glides back over Clary's head. So, and just lands on Stix.
Aha!
I'm so proud.
Good job.
What am I rolling? Athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics?
You know, I've never held Hugo. He's oddly heavy.
At 21. Yes. You managed to descend perfectly safely down the ladder. Just hand over hand.
I'm so proud.
Jostled a little bit. But, when you're about halfway down and you just hear "Ah!"
Oh shit.
and look up and you see a purple blur as Neo seemed to just trip off the edge of the thing.
Oh my god.
Neo
Gravity.
8 bludgeoning damage as he hits the ground. He rolled a 2.
Ow. Oh, the poor man.
Oh dear.
Well, he's down.
And there's just like almost like a comical like human shape in the soft earth when Neo eventually like, peels himself out of the ground, spitting out spitting out grass.
Lovely. I thought that was Elvis's thing.
Are you mocking my elk here? No, you're not. Elvis is just on a diet, guys. It's okay. No one saw it. No one can see it. Cool. I guess we'll make up for lost fucking time then, because we've been going fucking south for a little while.
Yeah, it's only been
Well, it was
minutes.
fun while it
It's not
lasted.
too much, you don't feel.
Let's go.
And you guys.
It was an interesting time.
I believe we will pick it up from there next week.
Oh yes.
Cool.
Just the time.
Yeah, time
Yeah, I
has
didn't
shot
either.
up quickly. So.
It has.
We'll pick it up with this mobile house disappearing into the distance. You guys making your way north.
Make it away now.
Stix's mentor.
Indeed.
And find out what happens. Watch this space.